And a good day, everybody. John Henderson, Pierre the Beverage Ramble, back again with you. Another rambling edition today. Hurricane Malt Liquor. Yes, 6%. Yes, folks. You're not seeing double. Regular Hurricane, the 6% version. Um, Picked this up in Georgia. I was visiting my family over the holiday weekend. Hope all of you had a great holiday weekend with yours, family as well. Um, Beer came out in 1995. I did out there looking around, spending some time with the family, and I said, well, it's just I'm here doing all this. And in between, I do a little beer shopping. So, and did a double take. I said, let me see this. Introduced in 1995. Part of Anheuser-Busch. Anheuser-Busch only malt liquor offering they had was still going strong is King Cobra. That came out in 1984. So you had many other versions that are out there. Colt 45, of course, we all know the names of them. Colt 45, Country Club, Schlitz. Those are in the range of 5.9, whatever, close to the 6. Well, this is 6%. Now, the 6% of this one, again, this beer was introduced in 1995. The 6% of this, as well as the 6% of Steel Reserve, which is other popular brand, those are very rare to find. And if you're lucky to get it. Because I think at times those are more tolerable than the 8%, which basically you can find anywhere. The 8% or 8.1% of Hurricane was released in 2005 to answer Steel Reserve. 8.1% was introduced in 1998. You have other high gravity versions that are out there right now, but only 3 states, well, 4 states actually, that sell it. Obviously, my good friend Mr. T and David Garpede. All my wonderful friends in Louisiana, you could get it there. You get it in Vermont, you could get it in Arkansas. Tennessee used to sell it, but they stopped and then went to the 8%. So I guess Georgia now replaced Tennessee, because when I was in Georgia, I could not find any 8% Hurricane, let alone 8% Steel Reserve. So it's all right. It's all right by me, folks. I ain't gonna sweat it, How's your standard malt liquor scent? Now, as far as the Hurricane and other parts of the country, Jay told me, Ronald J. Terry, Louisiana Beer Reviews, told me I think that they do sell the 6% somewhere in Louisiana, but again, very spotty in most places. So when I saw this, I said, yeah, I'm going to get this. So I gave a can to my brother, and I got. So this is my first can. I just popped open. I'm gonna drink a couple more. The rest later in the week. So has your standard malt liquor scent. There's a lot of malt, a lot of sort of corn syrup. It has a sort of sugar, almost like an apple juice or sort of skin type scent to it. But again, it's not overly strong, put with booze as the 8%. The 8% is very enjoyable. I do have that a lot, once a week. But that's enjoyable, and that to me is one of the, by far, of all of them, of the high gravity beers. Hurricane 8.1 is by far, in my opinion, the best. So Reserve, I can't do a lot. It's a bit harsh, but again, the black and red label, the triple export, same specs, but to me that's a more enjoyable beer than the silver can. Go figure. I don't know why. So yeah, not bad. Down the hatch. Mm-hmm. Nice, enjoyable, very fresh. Very smooth, mild flavor. Mm, see why. You know, again, even all these doppelbocks, hell's doppelbocks, I guess you could say. You have to drink them super cold. I mean, it is mandatory. It's not some, buy it at the store and put it on room temperature or maybe scald, ice it down. I mean, it really has to be iced down a good couple hours, overnight, whatever, but a good 30 minutes, an hour. It'll do the job. My freezer's pretty decent and it can really hold its own. So, for the reasons, I don't know. Seems that Miller, of course, the people behind Steel Reserve and Mickey's and Old English, um, and Icehouse Edge. Um, and then, of course, Pabst Brewing behind the Schlitz line, malt liquor line, Colt 45 high gravity. Double malt, I haven't tried that one yet. They don't really shy away from their stuff. They don't seem embarrassed by it. They just seem like, okay, this is who we are. Welcome. And a lot of these beers have won a lot of awards, which surprised a lot of people too. Yeah, beer connoisseurs. They can hold their own and stand. Wow, gold medal. Really? Gold medal? Yes, it has. um, but Anheuser-Busch InBev, for whatever the reason, they just don't talk about, they don't seem to want to discuss King Cobra or Hurricane 6%, Malt Liquor 6%, or the High Gravity. Again, all those have won awards, but they just like, yeah. Yeah, there's a Malt Liquor one. But let's talk about our delicious Bud Lights. Bush Ice. Yay, that's a great beer. Yeah, well, let's talk about the Hurricane. Yeah, Hurricane. Well, yeah, nice. Yeah. But let's talk about our our gold lager. That's kind of how they are. But I mean, their sales. I mean, they're not up there comparison towards the other economic beers. The names I mentioned in terms of the other economic beers of those companies. With Miller, High Life Light. Milwaukee's Best Light, Pabst, of course, and Old Milwaukee Light, um, AB-InBev, of course, with Natty Light, Natty Ice, Bush Light, Bush Ice, their sales, Bud Ice, um, you know, their sales are a lot stronger compared to some of the, than the malt liquor that are in those company portfolio. So, but they're economical, they're cheap, they're inexpensive, they give you a nice little buzz. For this is 6%, I can tolerate this. I can tolerate Hurricane for a little bit, one or two. That's it. With this one, maybe three, maybe four, because it's kind of very low on the ABV, but very pleasant, very enjoyable, nice. Sit in the front porch. You don't see the cars go by on a nice spring-like afternoon, but or day, whatever. I don't know. Morning. I can be consumed in the morning. I wouldn't recommend that. I wouldn't recommend that. Maybe if you don't have to go to work the next day. Food pairings. Obviously, things come to mind. These style, I would say spicy food, seafood. You want to do Mexican food with this, yeah. But that's, I think, as far as I would go. But something really spicy, um, a shrimp bisque. You want to do broiled shrimp. shrimp boil, something like that. That would be something that could pair well with this. So yeah, but I'm gonna give this. I know it's been very trash by many, but I'm gonna go for what it is. I'm gonna go with A plus for this one. I think this is a very good, enjoyable at 6%, folks. It's again tolerable, enjoyable. Just look at it for what it is, as a good, enjoyable sip beer, relax in front of the TV, eating popcorn, chips, or Mexican dinner, or fried seafood plate, whatever. So that's how I look at it. So I'm gonna give it an A. Yeah, A plus. I'm gonna go back. I'm just gonna give it an A. A score for that'll be a 9.2, 9.3 for the Hurricane Malt Liquor, 6%. John Henderson, Pierre the Beverage Ramilton. Keep on watching. As always, cheers, live, laugh, and love. Hurricane. Hurricane.